Two, one, and hello, everyone, and welcome to Influencer Mindset Podcast. And today we are here with crypto expert and founder of CoinBuzzReport.com, Mr. Meir Waknin, who is going to shed a little bit more light about the crypto world and the crypto revolution. Whoever follows knows that crypto could be very volatile. Everybody knows that. It goes up, goes down. Sometimes it could go down dramatically, substantially. Could go down 80%, and it could be very painful for a lot of people. So I just want to make it clear to everyone listening, this is not a financial advice. We're not trying to make people to buy anything. We are just here talking about cryptocurrency. We're brainstorming. This is absolutely not a financial advice. So just take it as is and learn from it. Now, today I invited Meir here to the podcast because there is something that it's been sitting on my head, and I had to ask him about it. I had to talk to him about it because last time we spoke, we saw that we were talking about HEX, which is an alternative to Bitcoin, which is a way to save your money and actually make money over your money, just like Bitcoin, but you actually making not only when the coin price goes up, you're actually making interest by just keeping the money there. And it's a brilliant idea invented by the founder of HEX, right? But then we saw almost 60% drop last week from the coin price of HEX. And that's got me a little bit worried. Thank God I already took my investment out. So what I have there is just pure profit. But still, seeing it going down 60, 70% last week, even though it's profit, it's still kind of pinched a little bit, hurt a little bit. I looked around, and then I saw that HEX is being accused as a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme, like we're not one of those Ponzi scheme asking people for money and up disappearing. But I knew it's not true because I got recommended by you, Mayor, and you told me that that's a great coin to be, and I trusted you because every time I listened to your advice, even though you didn't tell me what to do, but when I listened to your advice, I made profit. So I know for sure from experience that you know what you're talking about. So please, David, explain to us. Mayor, excuse me. Mayor, please explain to us a little bit what is going on and why are we not really seeing the results.
So so the funny thing is when you mentioned the Ponzi scheme part, Uzi, it's if you look at the definition of a Ponzi scheme is when somebody promises somebody something and they never
Mhm.
get it. And what we know that when we get hex, we actually get the coins. We know that when we stake it, once the stakes end, we get the coins because the 38 up to 38%, it's minting more hex. So you're getting up to 38% of more hex. Even if the price goes down 70%, but you're bringing in 38% a year, it doesn't matter. So it helps people actually keep, their coins and still get the percentages, the yield from that. So I'm not worried about the price going down, but the reason as to why the price goes down is actually a beauty within itself. The good news is that Pulse Chain, if you guys look at Pulse Chain, go to Pulse, P-O-L-S-E chain.com. PulseChain.com was created by Richard Hart, who created Hex, right? Now, this is an amazing project. It's been anticipated for almost 2 years. Almost $2 billion has gone into this project in the pre-sacrifice phase, it's called. Now, this amazing once in a lifetime opportunity, I believe, where it's never been done before. What happened is that the creator of Richard Hart, when he created Hex, the problem with Hex was that a lot of people, when they stake their coins and they unstake their coins. As you know, on Pulse Chain, the fees are ridiculous, right? I mean, do you remember last summer how much the fees were
Yeah.
on Ethereum? It would be up to north of, I've even paid up to, I think, 700 one time to get out
Wow.
of a position. So yeah, and you guys can Google that. Like the fees are ridiculous. You're paying now on average like $30, $40 to $100 just to transact. Okay. So what Richard Hart said is, look, I got to figure something out where my community, when they use my coin, I don't want them spending this kind of ridiculous money. So he came up with the idea of Pulse Chain, and then he just made the idea like 1,000 times even better. So what Pulse Chain is you know of Ethereum. What he did is he copied Ethereum, made it 100 times better, 100 times more secure, took almost 2 years to make. So you have the same coins symbols that you would have on Ethereum, like for example, SHIB, you have SHIB on Pulse Chain. When you swap SHIB, when you buy SHIB, it's going to be like less than a penny or two. Okay. Ridiculously amount cheaper for the same coins, the same network. Okay. So it's only even more secure than what Ethereum is. And that has never been done before. So what he did is he didn't really invent something. He copied something and made it a little bit better. And so it's like McDonald's, right? McDonald's was very successful. So what do they do? You open up more McDonald's. When you have a franchise, you open up more, right? You don't just congest one McDonald's. So that's the invention behind it. And the second invention that he did, which has never been done before, it's called the world's largest airdrop in record history. So Uzi, I'm sorry that you sold those coins, because I'm sorry to tell you that you would have had a copy of those coins on Pulse Chain. So before the launch of Pulse Chain on May 10th, there's what's called a snapshot. A snapshot is where a picture is taken of everybody's wallets, and every coin that you have that's an ERC20 that's created on the Ethereum network,
Hmm.
like Shiba Inu, Link. These are coins that are made on Ethereum. You right now, whoever is looking at this video, you have free coins on this Pulse Chain network. Now let me
If you
ask you a
have
question,
X.
Uzi.
So
If
so
you
now
are,
I own
huh?
right now about, I don't know, I think.
I mean, it depends when you sold it, but May 10th was when they did the snapshot. So any coins you had in your wallet up until May 10th, you have a copy one for
Oh,
one of that
oh,
coin on
amazing.
Pulse Chain.
Okay. Oh, you see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, okay? You got the founder, you're founder of Hex, right? The founder Richard Hart. He creates this amazing project, a copy of Ethereum, literally cheaper fees, same coins. Let me ask you a question, two questions. Are you going to go ahead and trade on Pulse on Ethereum now? Are you going to go on Ethereum and trade Shiba Inu and all your favorite coins? Are you going to go buy them and trade them and pay 30, 40, 100, $200 a transaction? Or are you going to go to Pulse Chain that has the same coins for like less than a penny? Where are
Of
you going to
course, you're
go?
gonna go to post chain. Obviously, you're gonna save money.
So, exactly. So that's one. Number two is when you're founder of Hex, your coin that you love and you own it, and now you have Pulse Chain open, where is the most educated community of Hex and of Pulse Chain is going to go to? They're obviously going to go to Pulse Chain. That is where they want to be. That is where they want to buy the Hex. So I believe, and a lot of people believe, Hex is going to blow up for sure, like on Pulse Chain, because everyone's going to rebuy in and buy their Hex on Pulse Chain. Right now, there is swapping going on. You can trade coins for coins, but in about a day or two, they're going to have the Pulse Bridge. It's a bridge where you can bridge Ethereum into Pulse Chain, and then you can sell it and transact and buy the coins you want. And then from there on out, there'll be an exchange where you can buy Pulse Chain on. So you definitely want to follow Richard Hart, Richard Hart Win on Twitter. And you can follow me. I'm Hex Gorillas, Hex Gorillas, Gorilaz on Twitter. But Twitter is where you want to be to get the most latest updates for anything going on. But nothing to worry about, because I got copies on Pulse Chain of all my Hex, and the Hex on Ethereum, that's just like free money. That's extra money. So we all got a copy. Now, if you have SHIB, if you have Link, for example, all you guys need to do is you go to pulsechain.com, you open up your MetaMask wallet or any wallet you have, you copy and paste the code, the information, the network information, and you add the network. So you want to add the Pulse Chain network to your wallet. It's very simple to do. Okay. Just look for the network, add a network, custom network. You copy paste from pulsechain.com the network details. As soon as you do that, all you got to do is import the tokens that you have onto the Pulse Chain network, right? It's very simple. It says import tokens. So you import the tokens. You can get the token, the contract address on etherscan.io, so it's very simple, or pulsex.com, app.pulsex.com. But as long as you put in the contract address of the tokens that you currently have on the Ethereum network, once you enter them in the Pulse Chain network side, you're going to see your copies right there. And then you can play with them, you can sell them, you can
Wow.
experience Pulse Chain. I mean, it's an amazing invention. Right now, you have so many chains out there, Uzi, like AVAX, you have, um, I don't even care to know a lot of them, but there's like Optimism, there's all kinds of chains out there, but they've never given an airdrop to everybody that has Ethereum. I mean, it's like imagine opening up a freeway with traffic and
So you
cars already on it. All these other chains, we call them what's called a ghost chain. They don't have traffic like this. When Pulse Chain is open now, you have projects that are going to be open on there. Over 100 projects. You're going to have people already transacting and using it. I mean, it's the most incredible, uh,
right, right.
invention that's ever been
So
made.
whoever bought HEX before May 10th pretty much doubled their money.
And had it in their wallet. And it's been in their wallet, not in exchange, but in their.
But if you
It's been in their
stocked
wallet.
it, no, yeah, if you
If you
staked
staked
it,
it, yeah, then you have a copy
so
of
you
the
have the
stake
copy of
on
the stake.
Pulse Chain.
That is incredible. So pretty much, Richard Hart said, "You guys believing in me? You guys are buying my coin. I'm starting a new network, and everybody that owns my coin on the old network is going to get pretty much double." So it is,
No, but not just his coin, not just his coin. Shiba Inu coins, Chainlink. There's like thousands and thousands of coins.
yeah,
Pepe, you heard of Pepe? The
yeah.
Pepe coin.
Went up like
If you have Pepe, now you have Pepe number two. Now you got another Pepe. Pepe just made another. Has a twin brother now, on Pulse Chain.
wow,
So you have a copy of those coins on there. Now the value is not the same. Remember that. So we're going to have what's called um, market. I forgot the terminology, but we're going to see what the market says. It's very exciting because people are going to bring in their money. They're going to start trading these coins. They're going to start buying them, and we're going to see it's called price
right.
discovery. So eventually we'll see what the prices are, but eventually they should link up to the same, if not more. But yeah, it's never been done before, and it's happening right now, and it took a lot of work. I'm telling you, the community, including myself, have waited almost 2 years for this project. Guys, you have Bitcoin, and then you have Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is the number two in market cap crypto out there, and now you have Pulse Chain that's a copy of Ethereum. Do you understand how amazing that is? And it's only 100 times better, 100 times cheaper, 100 times faster. Like, I mean, this is amazing, and you get to hear about it early on. Imagine hearing about Ethereum when it first came on. I can promise you, anyone that's finding out about Pulse Chain and using Pulse Chain has no need to use Ethereum anymore. Screw their fees. Now they go to Pulse Chain and they're paying less than a
That
penny.
is incredible. Wow. Um, I've been listening to different podcasts about cryptocurrencies, and I'm a big advocate of crypto in general, but I tend more to invest. Like my biggest holding is Bitcoin. Because why? Because that's the first and biggest. So, and it feels safer for me to put the major investment in something that it's stable, that it's like, that's first, it's been there first. It's not going to drop 90% all of a sudden. uh, this is the thing.
I mean, it dropped 75%. It's from 69,000 to 15,000. It dropped.
Right, right.
I mean, nothing wrong with
but,
that,
but
but
but it
that's
didn't happen
that's
in one
crypto.
day.
That's
It
that's
didn't
the
happen in
volatility.
one day.
Not in
Yeah.
one day. No,
No, I'm
not at
talking
all.
about
No. I
altcoins.
mean, it's
Altcoins is
gone down
one
like
day. It's like
20%.
in one day. Like for example, when I bought Pulse Bitcoin, thank God I just bought very little.
You can have fun with these, you can have fun with them, but always take your money out when you make it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I did. I made money in Shiba Inu and I flipped it, and then I kept buying more coins, flipping them. But then I found out about PulseX and Pulse Chain, so I went all in with all my money, everything I made, all my stock market account. I
Wow.
sold everything, man. I even sold my car
Wow.
and bought it. put that money in
The
there.
pulse chain. You're saying the pulse chain or
Yeah,
the hex you bought?
in the pulse X sacrifice. I didn't know about the pulse chain until I found out about hex, but I actually went all in on the pulse X.
Wow. Wow.
PulseX PulseX is the exchange on uh, on on Pulse Chain. So Ethereum, the exchange on there is called Uniswap, right? That's where you can exchange and everything for coins on Ethereum. PulseX, PulseX.com. PulseX is the exchange on Pulse Chain. So I invested in that, and it's a copy of Uniswap. Uniswap is very successful to this day. So Uniswap is the number one exchange in all of crypto, decentralized crypto. So he copied Uniswap and also made that better. I mean, this guy's a genius. He took everything. Okay, what he did is he took everything that's good in different cryptos and he put it all together into one. And then for Pulse X, he just made another invention called the buy and burn, which is a whole other topic, but it automatically burns
Oh,
itself. Like 26 or
create
27% of the
scarcity.
fees from the exchange, it automatically buys up the token, the market buy. So imagine a whale every day comes in and just buys up your stock every day at market price. So it's another invention that he did, which is it's amazing. It's like I think 8 or 9 billion Pulse X has been burned in less than 72 hours.
Wow.
So he created a coin designed to go up in price. I mean, he's just a genius. So everything Richard Hart does is very smart. We have the strongest community, the loudest community. It's amazing people in the community, and that is the moat. I heard the word the moat. You know what a moat
It's a
is, Uzi?
flight.
A moat is when you build something around something that makes something like indestructible. For example, if you have like let's say a castle in the middle of the water, okay, the water and like you have one bridge to your castle, your moat is the water, right? That's protecting you. That's something that protects your castle. It's hard to get through the water, right? And then you can defend it better. A moat is the community in crypto, and hex and pulse chain, pulsex, I'm telling you, is the biggest, loudest, smartest community there I have ever seen in anything, really, as far as crypto is concerned. So it's just an amazing community, man. And the invention is really like Pulse Chain is the next Ethereum, and it is a copy of Ethereum, and it is working. You can see it from what happened with Hex. Everybody says screw Ethereum and Hex on there. We're going to Hex on Pulse Chain. That's it. They don't want to pay these fees. Why should we pay $30, $40 to transact? What are you gonna?
Yeah. Yeah, but so you're saying the reason why it dropped so much last week it was because that a lot of those funds were allocated.
It dropped the day that Richard Hart announced that Pulse Chain went to mainnet. As soon as he announced that Pulse Chain went to mainnet, you see that drop like crazy. Okay, so it's kind of obvious. You know what I mean? People are selling. They know they have their copies, so now they have a lot of dry powder, and they're waiting for the bridge so that they can go ahead and purchase the Pulse Chain or buy other coins on the Pulse Chain network. Right now, they could buy their favorite coins on Pulse Chain. Everyone's waiting to go to Pulse Chain. I put money aside. I sold $10,000 worth. I'll show you after the stream if you want. I sold like $10,000 worth, but it's very little compared to what I have of Hex because I know I have my copies and I got dry powder because as soon as the chain opens, uh, I'm going to be buying a lot of Hex also. I'm going to buy some Pulse Chain and things
Fantastic.
like that. I'm going to balance my portfolio out.
Fantastic. Listen, I mean, this is really, really,
But I
yeah.
have my copies. Our copies are in there, so
To all
it's
of our
all there.
listeners, just so you'll know that what we spoke about until now is pretty advanced stuff for people who knows crypto, and there's a whole process you need to follow. If you listen to our previous episode where Meir explains a little bit about the process and how to get started with crypto, then you should go back to the previous episode and kind of check it out and see what the best way for you to start getting into the crypto game. Now, Mayor, I have another question for you. I was reading an article, I think it was Apple News, that says that the U.S. government is not happy about crypto because you know how right now the dollar is the dominant currency of the world, and now we have Russia and China and other countries are starting uh, to create a new currency that is going to be, that's not going to count anymore about the US dollar. So the US dollar is weakening around the world. And then you have crypto. And then you have crypto where there is a direct correlation that we saw, that everybody witnessed, between banks crashing and crypto going up. Banks are falling, Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up, and the whole crypto industry is going up. But yet there is many politicians that are afraid of crypto. They're afraid, they're terrified of crypto. And and I was reading about something really really scary. Like they said that they could eventually wipe out all crypto values to zero. Do you think that's possible?
How?
That the government will make all crypto
How?
zero?
Tell me. Pretend you're the government, Uzi. How are you going to do
I don't
that?
know. I don't know. Government, they have. I mean, they have. I mean, what's
Okay,
the,
to wipe out
I mean,
crypto, to wipe
governments.
out Uzi, to wipe out. Okay, so I may sound a little like I don't know much too. Also, I might mess this up a little bit, but there's okay. So if you really wanted to take down, say, Bitcoin, okay, or you want to take down, let's say, Pulse Chain, you would have to find like all these computers, thousands of computers that are all around the world, and you would have to shut those computers down that are running the blockchain. They have what's called nodes. They confirm transactions, I believe. That's how it works. Like all these different transactions go pending, and then there's validators that validate these transactions, and then they get paid some Bitcoin for it. So that's what happens in the blockchain. There's always validators and people who validate, and you don't know who these people are. These people are all around the world. You got people in China. You might have one person in like Alaska that's got a validator and he's validating the transaction. So you would have to find all the computers all around the world. And even if one is still available, the chain is still up.
Okay, so
So good luck, U.S. government, and good luck whoever is trying to do that because
how did
it's
China do
literally
it? How did
impossible.
China
And that's the
ban
beautiful thing
crypto?
about
What is you know?
China's trying to ban crypto. Russia's trying to ban crypto. Everyone's trying to ban crypto. What happens now? They love crypto. Now Hong Kong is trying to be the number one place for crypto. They're leading a lot of companies and projects in Web3. You have Russia, who they're like buying arms and selling arms in Russia, and Ukraine also loves crypto. Like they
Right,
eventually love crypto, and so because they're using it, it's helping them.
right,
You know, they're victims also in a way, like Russia and all these other companies. What happened was that when America decided to cut them off from Swift, okay, once they cut them off during the war, and said that's it, you cannot transact or whatever, they're giving them all these penalties. They said, look, we got to get together and de-dollarize. We got to get away from the
right.
dollar. America is
Yeah,
like punking us. So that's what happened, is that they're starting to create the BRICS, I believe, which is Brazil, Russia,
right,
India, and China. The BRICS nation, they put it together, and now they're getting rid of the dollar. And a lot of other countries are seeing what happened to Russia, and they're saying, "Wow, if America can just cut them off, they can cut us off too. So we need to figure out something too." So a lot of them actually like crypto, and now they're also making their own currency. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world. But you can't stop crypto. So when the banks fail, you notice when the banks failed. Okay, recently I think it was SVB Bank. When SVB Bank failed, that same day Bitcoin went from like 19,000 to like 25,000. And that right there tells you what's going on, is that people are hedging their savings and everything into crypto, and that's where it's
right.
safe for them, you
So I've
know?
heard that there is few countries already that adopted Bitcoin as their currency, like Venezuela, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, El
I believe El
Salvador, right? El
Salvador. Yeah,
Salvador.
El
And
Salvador. El Salvador, you can buy stuff with crypto. What I think they should do, and a lot of people agree to, is that they should use Bitcoin as pegging, against the dollar. Like they should not use it because people might be upset if they spend like $20 on something and then it's not going to have been $200. They might be upset, but maybe they should peg it. Like use it
right.
like gold. You used to peg gold against a dollar, so I think they should do that. But yeah, they are
And I heard there is
using
another
crypto.
company that
El
joined. There's
Salvador.
another country that joined and adopted adopted Bitcoin as their currency. Just don't remember the name right now. So
Maybe what,
Yeah.
Argentina?
So there is a trend right now
I
in
didn't
South
hear much,
America. There
but
is a trend that they want to go back to crypto because it's more stable,
yeah,
because their inflation is crazy. Their inflation is 70, 80%, whatever, crazy inflation. Like I heard the pesos went down like 60% inflation in the pesos, between
yeah,
50 to 60%.
yeah.
They tell us the inflation in America is 8%. It's not 8%. I know that it's at least more than 20%, at least, because
Well, look at the price of
everything
food and look at
is
the
crazy.
price of
It's
gas.
crazy.
I mean,
They,
that's
they
more
tell
than
you the
eight
inflation
percent
is it's
inflation.
not 8%. It's way over 20% if you ask me. The pesos went, I mean, over there they lost more than 50% of the value of the money. Imagine you work out, you make 100,000 pesos. Before you know it, it's worth 40,000. It's really, really sad. So,
Yeah. Your dollar has gone down 99%
right,
since like 100 years ago. Since the dollar came around, it's gone down in value. All what's doing right now is they're robbing you of your purchase power. So they're just printing more dollars, they're printing more currency, and your dollar that you worked hard to save your whole life is becoming less and less in value. And so that's why I like crypto and getting the right ones, because like Bitcoin, nothing wrong with Bitcoin. It's a good crypto. It's a blue chip crypto, right? But there's a finite amount. You cannot just print
exactly,
more
exactly. This is
Bitcoin.
why it was created to be scarce, which means the whole idea is that it's going to be no more bitcoins available, which means that the price will skyrocket. And I've been hearing,
Yeah, if every millionaire bought one Bitcoin, there wouldn't be enough.
yeah, there
If
wouldn't be
there's like,
enough.
if
There
every
wouldn't be
millionaire,
enough. I heard there is only like 1 million left in the market, right? Not even. And once
yeah,
that within, I heard that within 3 to 5 years, this will also be minded, and then you're not going to have any more, and then the price will really go skyrocket, because some people say,
look, it's good. It's good for that. It's good to hedge if you want to hedge against money. But if you want to make some real money, in my opinion, you got to get cryptos that are at the low price. Closer to bottom, kind of like what I did with Pulse Chain, even
right,
Hex. I mean, altcoins do suffer a lot more when Bitcoin and Ethereum go down a little bit. Altcoins will go down also much bigger,
right,
much
with
much
more risk.
faster. But the same thing when they pump. When Pulse Chain pumps, all the other altcoins pump like crazy. So if you really want to make money, get the right cryptos that are cheaper, and you'll do very well. Like, I mean, I named a few that I know about that I like, but my main one is Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. I'm not getting anything else. I
Okay,
don't care about anything else. To me, those are
that
mine,
sounds
and they're very good.
amazing, Mayor. Okay, so just so our audience knows that it really is about risk management. And when it comes to altcoins, obviously, if you're going to buy altcoins, you need to know that there is a very, very high risk, and you need to be on top of it. You need to do your due diligence. Um, I've heard some people lost a lot of money, but some people became overnight millionaires, and it made a lot of people very wealthy. And the opportunity still exists. The opportunity is still there. There is still coins that you can find that are amazing projects, just like what Mayor said here, like Hex and Pulsing. And these are new projects. These are amazing projects that are just really at the beginning of them. And this is how it is when you're coming in the beginning. You obviously going to profit, just like the story with the Bitcoin and the pizza, where somebody paid 10,000 Bitcoin for two pizza pies, which was the most expensive pizza pies.
Yeah, I think it was worth like $3.2
Yeah,
billion dollars. Yeah, it was. I think the first record transaction done with a Bitcoin with crypto was that pizza
that
transaction
pizza
from Papa
transaction, and
John's.
that pizza
Yeah.
transaction is a proof to the idea that if you come early, this could happen. You can put even $100, and this $100 could turn into millions of dollars, if you come early enough. And this is what happened. We saw that happening in Bitcoin. We saw that happening in other coins. But again, remember that when it comes to altcoins, is a higher risk, and you need to really, really be careful when you.
Yeah, one thing actually, Uzi, for everyone to be careful about, to be aware of. like extremely aware of is to not fall for like meme coins. Now, meme coins, when I say meme coins, that's like,
Right.
I think like Doge, Shiba Inu, like those might be around, but meme coins in general, they tend to go to zero. Now, those are coins that a lot of people like might talk about and pump up and act like it's going to be an amazing crypto. But I would, if you're going to play a meme coin, I would play it just for fun and expect that you're going to lose all your money. Examples are like Pepe coin. There's a coin called
Right.
Pepe, right? Some guy made like 100,000 X or some ridiculous amount. So every day there's people who create these meme coins, and it takes them maybe like 10 or 15 minutes to create a meme coin, and it's very easy to make. They pump it up and then they dump it on your heads. So if you want to be safe, I probably wouldn't go for meme coins, but if you want to have fun with that, that's fine. But just understand that those are, in my opinion, also like the most riskiest cryptos out there is if you're buying a meme coin, and they come out with them all the time. Like you might see a Trump coin, you might see a Baby Doge, you might
Right.
see like Rocket Thunder, like all these weird names, but they don't mean anything. They don't do anything. They're just a meme coin, and if you think you're gonna sit there and make and hold it forever and it's gonna be something, 99.9% of
You're
the time they go to zero. So I would be careful with
Okay,
meme
so
coins.
this is exactly, I think, the point that I wanted to make clear to our listeners, that there are scams, there are meme coins that you need to be aware of. The coins that we spoke about so far, the HEX and the Pulse chains, these are not meme coins. These are coins that are pretty much competing with Bitcoin and Ethereum to provide faster, better, cheaper alternative to the big boys, the Bitcoin and the altcoin.
Yeah, the word you're looking for is utility. You want to make sure that a coin has utility, that it's built for a purpose and it can actually do something productive, that it solves some kind of problem, that has what's called product market fit. You want to make sure that it actually does something,
Right. What do you think about,
and you
last
have a good
questions before
chance.
we end the podcast? What do you think about AI coins? AI is taking over. Everything is now AI. I know.
Just like when Chat GPT came out, of course, and everybody was using it within a few months, it went crazy, it blew up like insane. Everyone's using Chat GPT, everyone's
Yeah.
excited about it. So whenever you have that kind of excitement, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go create AI this, AI that. Look up AI
Hmm.
Doge. I actually shorted it the other day, okay? I saw it up like 30-40%. I shorted that. But yeah, AI Doge, what does that mean? They're just taking advantage of the AI hype, putting Doge next to it. Now some idiots are going to think, oh my God, this is the next Doge. It's a Doge AI. So they take advantage of hypes and things like that. And then they pump them up. One of them might go, one of them might get caught up, by some kind of influencer. They give influencers free coins to pump it up. Yeah, you got to be careful for that. Why are you going to go, ask yourself, why are you going to go buy AI Doge unless you believe in it or something? Fine, or you want to have a quick gamble, you're expecting to lose it. I would put no more like 100, $150 into a meme coin if I'm having fun with it.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mayor, for coming to the podcast today and giving us all this helpful information. I wanted to kind of talk about really our already next episode, where I wanted you to explain a little bit more to the audience about how to crypto day trade, which means, how do you day trade crypto? How do you short crypto? How do you short Bitcoin? How do you short? Which platform are you using? All those things we are going to hopefully cover in the next episode. But right now, if you listened until now, please make sure to follow coinbuzzreport.com on Twitter. And Twitter is your main platform, right? Twitter and
Well, the main platform is to go to the website. If you go directly to the website, that's where you're going to get the latest news every day from all the top news websites. It's coinbuzzreport.com. Now, what I do differently though is that a lot of these news agencies, they like to pump coins too, and give people bad information that gets them wrecked. What I do is I sift I sift through like 99% of the articles, and I don't let anything go through to my website that is talking about coins that can wreck people. I just want straight news. So news that comes in, from that is news, I'll do it. But if it's like some articles will be like, what is Cardano's price prediction? Or did you guys know Pepe is gonna do this? Here's some great price. I don't let those go to the site. So I'm curating the news from all the top news websites. I bring it on one page. It's very simple. It comes in every day. Again, coinbuzzreport.com, and you always get the news from everything together in one. So you're not being controlled of the information you're getting.
Fantastic. Thank you guys for listening, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Influencer Mindset. Thank you, and have a fantastic rest of your day, night, uh, whatever time you listen to this, and really be blessed.
Thank you. Have a